Okay, we have our three important pieces. We have our petrified crucible. We have Spike's Fade, and we have Crushing Demise. I'm going to go ahead and take the boons here because the hardest part of this run is going to be making sure that we have 100 shards. If you're not yet comfortable, you might wish to not do so because the early game is going to be the hardest part for this particular build. We don't need a unit draft, obviously, so there's no point in taking on the trial. Alright. Unfortunately, we do our Crushing Demise opening here, which is unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Fade in the back so that I can get one kill in and we can purge our train stewards. We might take some pyre damage for this, and unfortunately there's not much we can do about that. And we are also going to be unable to get the collector. It is what it is. Good news is we haven't seen a lot of primitive molds yet, so we should have this next. Alright. We're going to put Fade. I think what I will do is we'll just take the 3 pyre damage here. Get at least one more kill and purge another train steward. Looks like we're going to get 2 kills here. Alright. We'll take 2 more pyre damage up top. And we'll purge our 4th train steward, and that'll be nice. Interesting. We only get 2 kills first time around. That's okay. Not unexpected with that kind of rage. Alright, so long as we draw a primitive mold every time, we should have the boss kill. And we do. Alright, so we took 5 fire damage, which is not the worst. We purged all 4 of our train stewards, and we're up to 17 spikes on Fade. That's a very, very strong start. There's going to be very little reason we ever want to actually take any cards. Ring 2, anytime we see a Merchant of Magic, we're going to go there because we are digging hard for a holdover. And we got lucky. We got it first shot out. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold over our Crushing Demise, make it free. Oh, I don't know why I re-rolled. I was thinking I could do another -1, but I did my math wrong. But fortunately, we haven't sold our Remnant Manor yet. So I can still do that. For now, it's going to be a free root seed because we need the draw consistency. Now, one thing to keep in mind in this run is we're not going to be able to do any infusions, so we have to take our shards where we can find them. I'm going to go ahead and purge a restoration detonation. I don't think... Let's take a look at our map. Alright, we're guaranteed 15, 30, 45. So we need to come up with another 35. Charge from spells. I need to spell change something here. The free root seeds is not a bad target, nor is a primitive mold. I'm going to go ahead and spell change the primitive mold with the understanding that I'm going to put a -1 into it later. So now our priority is removals. We need to basically purge everything that is not... We don't care about spikes at all. So we're going to just take the free money. Oh, once again, we drew our Crushing Demise without a reanimator. So I want to hold it over, and I don't want to get behind on my floors, so we're going to do that. Despite the fact that he's an incanter, I'm going to go ahead and purge my Restoration Detonation, take the free root seeds. Alright, we got our Crushing Demise. So what we're going to do, we're going to reform Fade up top. We're going to take our money, and we're going to reform Fade middle. And we should get both kills. Unfortunately, Fade doesn't die himself, but I can make that happen by... yeah, by incanting him. Perfect. Okay. So at this point, Fade's going to come back with 16 health, which is enough to kill the floor. So I am going to cast my Crushing Demise up here. It helps in maximizing our kills with Fade. 15. So we're doing 42 damage with spikes right now. I can incant him once, because we need Fade to swing back on him and die on the spikes. So that's all the incanting I can do and still kill the floor. Okay. We will go ahead and kill Fade here. Bring him down. And we're just going to keep walking up that boss. I'm not going to get the kill on him, so I might as well just take the healing away now. And we have our kill. I recommend, in the very beginning, playing slow, deliberately, and methodically. Okay, we have a Merchant of Magic over here. That's where we're going to go. Sell our Awoken Banner. We wouldn't mind another holdover, but our priority right now is removals. So that's what we're going to do. And we are doing really good for ourselves. We're down to 15 cards. And the only non-functional cards in our deck are the Restoration Detonation and the Root Seeds that aren't free. And we have plenty of time to keep working on those. Now, another thing we have to worry about here is we have when we get rid of this Restoration Detonation, we will have no opportunity to put in plus 30s or plus 10s and piercings. So that's going to eliminate one of our options. I definitely want an intrinsic primitive mold, because we've already had now twice where we've had our Crushing Demise available in our opening hand, but nothing with which to reanimate Fade. Now we're going to take another look. We're at 45, 55 here, 70 here, 85 here. We still need 15 more. Better safe than sorry, I think. Let's go ahead and take it now while we know we have it. That will make Talos a little bit more difficult, but I would much rather that than show up to Seraph without enough shards. Interesting. I think the Petrified Skull is actually a pretty good pickup. It's going to be a dead weight for us for a little bit. But eventually it's going to be another means of killing Fade, or taking a Collector, or any problematic unit, really. And ironically, this time we do not get our Crushing Demise. Alright, we're just going to keep working up top here. And no Crushing Demise again. So just keep working. Okay. We have what we came for. We're going to clear out the top row, then reform Fade middle, and we're going to kill the entire row. The entire row's going to, well, almost, not quite. We almost killed the entire row. I hadn't realized he'd been shard upgraded. That's not a problem. So I just realized that once we get the artifact that turns purges into consumes, that's actually not going to be a problem for us. But I want to go ahead and purge this one now. You should always be very careful in going outside the plan on the Spike's Fade solo run. Alright, that looks good. Let's get some more root seeds to keep our draw consistent. Okay. Reform Fade. Hope we hit the 4. We do. Which means we can just go straight to bottom. And we have 3 whole rows. If need be, but we don't. We actually get the kill very early. Sell off our units, and it's always draw. Always take draw. Okay. We are going right here for 2 reasons. Well, the fire health doesn't hurt. And obviously we're taking our shards because that's part of our plan. Grab a little Icarus 2. We're going straight Icarus 3. Vortex, I want to get rid of our Restoration Detonation and one of our non-free root seeds. And our deck is now down to 14 cards. It's about to go up to 15 because we want a second Crushing Demise holdover. Armor 15. Let's take a look and do a welfare check on Fade. At this point, we want somewhere around 40-45 spikes. We have 51, which means that everyone who hits him is taking 102 damage back currently. And I think that's enough for us to take on the trial. But the question is going to be, what do we need the money for? There's no sense in taking on the risk if the reward isn't proper. We have a Merchant of Magic coming up, but we're going to have enough money to re-roll and check for a holdover. Permafrost is also not a bad thing to have for our reforms. But I don't think it's going to be a problem, but better safe than sorry. We're here to get a divine victory. Yeah, and we're already off to a not great start. We're here to get a divine victory on our expert challenge. We're not here for score. So we only have one reform. Both are Crushing Demise, which we want to hold over. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a 50-50 shot on not taking pyre damage here. And I missed, so I'm taking 1 pyre damage. That's fine. I'm going to collect our money here. And then we're going down on bottom. We're only going to kill 1, unfortunately. But we can call them back up. We have 2 holdover Crushing Demises now. So we have 4 control. And, as luck would have it, Hasty Boy is still down there, so let's take our shot. Alright, that's not great news for us, which means unless we want to take 30 pyre damage, we have to reform up top, or lose our Petrified Skull, but we're not ready to do that yet. Situation's far from dire. Alright, we kill the entire floor up here, so I'm just going to hold over my Crushing Demises and get as much draw as I can for this turn. Okay. Let's see what we got. We do not kill the entire floor, so do it again. And again. And every time we reform, Fade gets stronger and stronger. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to reform bottom, and if we don't have the kill, we are going to Crushing Demise to get rid of Hasty Boy here, and reform to make Fade stronger. Alright, and then we just follow him up to middle. We have the kill now. We're good to go. Subsuming Blade is another option for killing Fade. So, I once thought that Wildwood Tome was a good addition to this deck, but unfortunately on reform he doesn't keep as quick. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. But Wildwood Tome is not a call. Alright, we have our Hope for Peace. Tempting as an artifact is, there's not really anything we're looking for now that we have our Petrified Crucible. There's some things that could be of benefit, but nothing absolutely critical to run. Okay, we have a holdover. We definitely want to hold over a primitive mold. And we want our held over primitive mold to be free. We don't really want too much more in the way of holdovers. So we'll keep it chill on that for a bit. However, having a free primitive mold in the tank, never a bad thing. So permafrost it is. And that was a pretty good magic shot. We're not in desperate need of money. Definitely not worth spending Pyre health for. So let's just pretend that event never happened. Look in the temple. There's a -2 here if we need it. Let's double check our math once again. We are at 70. We'll go up to 80 here. 95 here. So it's a good thing we checked our math. Let's put a -2 in our intrinsic primitive mold here. Alright. Now we know we have enough shards. Always be checking on that. Always. +6, yeah, we don't care. We want them to kill us. So yeah, we'll take the money here. Did not draw our... So, because we have so many primitive molds in our deck, I'm not going to hold over this one at this time, because we're looking for our crushing demise. Having consistent crushing demise is absolutely imperative. Interesting. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make use of our petrified skull and just count on possibly having 10 pyre damage. I think we'll be okay, but just in case, remember, we want to get as many kills as we possibly can at this stage with Fade, but we don't want to take stupid risks. We have our spell chain primitive mold. Excellent. This can work out for us. Okay, so once again, we're back in this situation. I'm going to take another 50-50 shot here. And I actually managed to get one. Let's draw as many as we can. The good news is we have now stabilized. He's not going to do pyre damage to us. We're killing this entire row, and we're dying. So we are where we need to be. Alrighty. Gonna use our holdover primitive mold to start with. Kill him off. And what we're going to do is use our non-frosty primitive mold, and we're going to check the floor. If we do not get all the kills, we're going to go ahead and hold over our crushing demise bottom. Otherwise, we'd be doing it in the middle for no benefit. For the root seed, and we're good. So with this respite, we just want to kill and reform Fade as many times as we can. Get him good and strong for Relentless. And we actually kill Sower of Sorrow on bottom without any reforms. So we are doing good. As usual, we want nothing here. Definitely nothing here. Where are our magic shops? We have magic shops on 7 and 8. Including a vortex here. So, obviously, the only thing we're doing in a steel shop is purging units. And we're already down to our 15 cards, so I don't see much need for us to go left. So we'll go right. Just take a peek at the trinket shop, see what we got. Nothing that helps. Take on our shards. And might as well reduce our merchant costs. Doesn't hurt. Vulcan Drill Spike is not bad if we didn't, or if we weren't already down so low. Obviously, there's a possibility of an infinite here, but that's not really what we're here for. So we'll just pretend this event didn't happen. We have plenty of money, so we could re-roll. Yeah, let's re-roll and see if there's anything of interest to us. That root split mask gives us a little bit of protection. Gives us one more turn to clear out anything that might be hitting our pyre. So that's not a bad re-roll for us. Anything that reduces our risk is good. I was kind of hoping for a Sinner's Salve, if I'm being honest, but we'll power through it. Okay. We're going to go on bottom. Didn't get the one I was hoping for, but can't have everything. So we're going to take on with the contrition here. I want to go ahead and use our holdover permanent here. We'll kill both of them down below. I'm going to take a 50-50 shot here. Okay. Alright. Well, first things first. Reform down here. Get both of those kills. Take a 50-50 shot up here. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the Petrified Skull here. That way we can save ourselves any fire damage. Alright, we'll easily get both kills down here. Do a little bit of kill and reform action. Save our frosty primitive mold. Alright, we get the kill on bottom. So I'd rather just go ahead and hold over all of our stuff without any reforms, because we want to maximize our kills to get our spikes as high as possible. Alright. So here we have to deprive ourselves of a kill. Which is fine. Once again, getting all of our kills, so I'm just going to hold over our stuff. Get us some draws. reforming game until we have the X. We don't have the kill on bottom, but we'll definitely have it on mid. Nice and easy. There's the Wildwood Tome again, just taunting us. Take another draw. Alright, coming back down to the magic shop again. Going full Icarus 3. We're at 144 spikes, so anyone that hits us has taken 288 damage. That's, at this point, enough to kill the vast majority of things in the game, so we're good spike-wise. We definitely do not want to pick up Light's Gift. We don't want to pick up anything that says Dazed on it, because we want things hitting us. That's a very easy mistake to make the first couple times you run this. I'm going to remove, let's say, 2 root seeds. I have a plan, and I'll show you next ring. Alright, another permafrost. We have another magic shot coming up. There's no point in re-rolling here. Check out one example. I would love to have an intrinsic hold over Crushing Demise, but alas, we didn't get that particular artifact, and that's fine. Okay, once again, we do not care about spikes, so we're going to take 400 gold here. This is the point, because once you clear, our target number is 260 damage, so divide that by half. Our target number is 130. Once you hit that number, you want to start playing a little bit more conservatively and letting less creatures get near your pyre. Oh man, we are so close there. And I said 260, obviously 290 is our target. Makes me sad we're not going to get the... We're not going to get the spikes kill on him, but that's fine. What do we got down below? We're going to swing back. Yeah, we're going to let the collector go in the interest of playing conservatively. Though I am greedy enough, I'm going to use our petrified skull here, just for 100 gold. We'll easily get both of those kills. I don't know why I used the spell channel. I don't want those clogging up the deck. kill and reform. Very repetitive, but you can't turn your brain off or you'll make a mistake and have to force you to restart. Always use your holdover one first. It's a good habit to get into. Alright, we got our kills. And during the rest of it, kill and reform. Whoop, don't get in a rush. If you happen to luck into a Hallowed Halls in your run, that is absolutely excellent for this build. We didn't, so I didn't think to mention it. The Hallowed Halls is one of those rare pickups for this deck that's really good. I'm going to go ahead and consume that, because I have 2 primitive molds already frozen. And if I've done my math right, we should have the kill here, with no further spellcasting required. Once again, absolutely nothing we need. Alright, moving on to Seraph. The only Seraph that gives this deck any kind of trouble is... I just lost my train of thought as to which Seraph's name is the Consumed Seraph. Diligent, there we go. Diligent Seraph gives this deck trouble because we're so reliant on holdovers. So if you see Diligent Seraph in your run and you don't feel like restarting, then definitely have a plan for that. Fortunately, being in Awoken for our secondary gives us some interesting artifact options that can solve that, but then you'll need to watch your draw counts. Anywho, I'm going to Hellvent another Crushing Demise, so we now have 3 held over kill cards and 1 emergency kill card. Make our root seeds free, and there's really nothing else we have to do in the magic shop. We're not doing anything else with our money, so we might as well take our Mark of the Champion. It's not going to give us much, but it'll give us something. Oh, Resin Block will give us a lot, though. Okay. Not that we really need it, but it will help us get a kill faster on Divinity, and that's... Huh, I did my math wrong anyway. I was off by 15. But regardless, there's not an artifact that we need, and we have the shard, so there's no point in clicking that. So, let's just go ahead and end it. Alright, we have a pretty good draw here. Kill him on mid. And we'll need to kill one of these 2 to ensure it doesn't hit our pyre. Alright, if it's not all X's, do it again. Still not all X's. And there's our X. have all the X's, so we're just going to hold over our crushing devices. And I'm going to go ahead and consume that primitive mold. Where are we at on spikes? 204? Yeah, so we're now doing 408 damage. Anybody who hits us, we're fine. Hold over our stuff. Go and reform as often as it makes sense to do. And now we're going into our frosty molds, so I'm going to play it a little bit calm here. We've already killed and reformed him so many times he has 71 health. So we don't necessarily need to do that for survivability purposes. Ordinarily, I'd say kill him because we have that, but he's not going to do us any fire damage, so let's just hold over our stuff. I think I cast one too many things there. Alright, Seraph's not dead. Do it again. Seraph's still not dead. He's dead now. Just because we can. Keep it nice and clean. And finally, the Divinity. We have the one crushing demise, which is unfortunate. We're probably going to be chasing these guys up some. And that's fine. I don't want to incant here because that will bring them up to 7 and I'll only get 1 kill. So we're going to chill here. And I will actually give the Divinity my root seed so I can get the draw for it. Alright, now we're on our game plan. I don't care about incanting because we're going to kill both these guys with our crushing devices. I think it's correct. Go ahead and use our Petrified Skull here. not start there. Let's start with our holdover. I definitely want to make use of our spell chain command, though. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull over our last crushing demise. Now we're at the point now where we can probably start attacking Divinity head. I'm going to come up middle, where he's going to hit us twice and see how much he's doing up here. Yeah, that's not going to be enough for us to justify not clearing out bottom floor yet. See if we have the kill up here. We do. So that's where we end it. And that's a victory for Evil Eyes. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another Expert Challenge video.